Sterling hat-trick and Boney brace sealed comfortable win for Blues. Manchester City kept their lead at the top of the table with a comfortable 4-1 win over Bournemouth at the Etihad Stadium on Saturday afternoon. Record summer signing Raheem Sterling bagged a hat-trick and Wilfried Boney added the other two to secure 3 points for Manuel Pellegrini's side. Boney replaced the injured Sergio Aguero in attack, after the Argentine striker picked up an injury on international which is set to keep him out of action for a month, while Jesus Navas came in for David Silva, who picked up a slight knock while with the Spanish national side. Sylvain started against his old side in Tommy Elphicke's absence. Cherries keeper Artur Boruc was injured in the pre-match warm-up and was as such replaced by Adam Federici. It didn't take long for City to open the scoring as they were ahead within 7 minutes. Pablo Zabaleta got in front of his marker and heading the ball into the 6-yard box before Wilfried Boney's nudge fell into Raheem Sterling's path to tap home from a few yards out. The citizens were in a rampant mood and doubled their lead just 4 minutes later, with Ivorian international Boney marking his return to the starting lineup with a goal following a clinical error from Federici. Bakary Sagna crossed into the box, only for the Australian stopper to palm the ball right into the former Swansea man's path who slotted home from close range. However, 11 minutes later Erihau's men were handed the lifeline after Mangala's loose pass gave the ball away in City's half. The Frenchman's sloppy pass was picked up by the Cherries, who drove at goal, finding Glenbury 25 yards out from goal. And the Englishman made no mistake, firing the deflected shot past Joe Hart to make it 2-1. City were not about to let the visitors back into the game and continued to drive forward and were rewarded from their efforts in the 29th minute. Kevin De Bruyne's inch-perfect pass down the left found Sterling, who drove inside the box, beating 3 or 4 defenders before slotting the ball confidently into the net to restore City's goal advantage. De Bruyne was pulling all the strings and nearly got himself on the score sheet shortly after. The ball was played to the Belgian playmaker outside the box and the former Wolfsburg curled a brilliant effort at goal, with Federici forced into a brilliant save. Just before halftime, however, City killed the game off and Sterling sealed the match ball. Jesus Navas found himself in the box and bearing down on goal but couldn't adjust his feet, with his weak effort palmed away by Federici. Sterling was then on hand to tuck in the rebound and put Manuel Pellegrini's side firmly in the driving seat. The second half was far less open and saw fewer clear-cut chances created. Boney came close early on, but his low shot from 12 yards out was saved by Federici. Sterling had chances to net his 4th of the game but the Bournemouth defenders were quick to surround him. It took the citizens until the last minute of normal time to find the back of the net again, with Wilfried Boney scoring his 2nd of the afternoon. Navas sprinted almost the entire length of the pitch without a serious challenge mounted, allowing the Spaniard to square the ball to Boney, who used his strength and technique to turn and fire home City's 5th of the afternoon. The result leaves Manchester City at the top of the table on 21 points, 3 points clear of bitter rivals United, while Bournemouth are slipping down the standings and hover just above the relegation zone in 17th place on 8 points.